This is Digger for the PlayStation 3, and this game has the kind of deep, thumping bass that your PC could not possibly pull off back in 1983, when this game originally was released for the computer. The IBM or IBM compatible. Remember those terms? If you do, then you might remember Digger. Do you remember things like CGA graphics, monochromatic monitors, and modems where you would take a telephone and actually put it onto the rubber thing? I forget what that was called. My dad had one, and I think they used those in the movie War Games, if you really have no idea what I'm talking about. This is a remake of Digger, Digger HD, but it also comes with the original version of Digger. Originally from Windmill Software, this version is from Create, who also created the excellent Magic Ball for the PlayStation 3. And if you look closely, you'll see a lot of similarities in the graphical presentation and in the music. You know, I'm not actually familiar with the original version of Digger. I did not have this game. I was too busy playing Space Quest with dehydrated water. That was one of their best jokes. Digger is really cool though. It's one of these nice, simple, old-school arcade-style games. Let me take that back. Actually, simple does not describe Digger. It may look simple, but there's quite a bit of depth in the gameplay. There's lots of ways to score points. The first thing I thought of was Dig Dug, and I started playing the game like Dig Dug, but this is really nothing like Dig Dug. Digger and Dig Dug are very different. For one thing, Dig Dug kills enemies with a bike pump. Digger can shoot them with a fireball or something from the front of his ditch digger. Dig Dug requires you to really concentrate on crushing enemies with boulders or blowing them up with the bike pump. And you get scored for digging the dirt. This game is different. While you get scored for destroying enemies and you can crush them with bags of money, as I see it, it really focuses on collecting everything on screen and destroying all the enemies. When I say it like that, it sounds exactly like Dig Dug, but this is very different. I used a very different strategy when playing Digger than I would in a game of Dig Dug. Dig Dug, I think, requires more patience. In this game, you can be more aggressive. You can shoot in this game, but it takes a while for your cannon or whatever it is to recharge, and then the little eyeball on top of your digger will pop up when the thing is ready to fire. See, that's different than Dig Dug. In Dig Dug, he's always got constant access to his bike pump. These two should team up. Dig to the Dig Dug Digger. 2. How much dig could a Dig Dug dig if a Dig Dug could Dug Digger? Try saying that. That only took me like 15 takes. Not a fan of the remake? No sweat. They also pack the game with the original Digger, complete with emulated CGA-style graphics. Very nice. This version is way harder than the remake. It's just a much tighter game. This all comes in one package when you download Digger from the PlayStation Store for your PlayStation 3. There's also a survival mode and online rankings, so you can see who the best Digger player is in the world, and you get trophies and all that stuff. It's a nice presentation. I like seeing these computer game remakes. Whether you remember the original Digger or if you just want to play a new, challenging, addictive, fun arcade-style game, check out Digger for the PlayStation 3. This one packs a lot of gameplay, a lot of strategy, and it's just a cool game.